Konnichiwa, boku wa Rocky desu, and welcome back to today's video. My name is Locke. If you're here for the very first time, welcome. I react to, read, analyze, talk about, love, and just basically love sharing with you guys manga over here. And today we are going to be reading Chainsaw Man, chapter 148, room 606, Sword. Now, bro, today I'm fucking excited, man, and I'm excited because finally, after 2 goddamn weeks, we're back. 2 goddamn weeks. I actually low-key feel like it's been 3. Dude, honestly, it's crazy. I think, for me personally, I've been busy, so there's been that, but the weight is crazy, low-key. Like, you know, being a manga reader is a completely different type of, like, pain when you're caught up, and, yeah, I have to say, I'm here for it. I'm here to fight the good fight, but also at the same time, I'm kind of dying out here as well, too, you know? I'm like, damn. But also, as well, at the same time, I really respect, of course, the fact that good things do take time. So, you know, I'm here for the long haul. But anyway, that being said, just a few updates regarding some manga and stuff on the channel just really quickly before we do get into it. Fire Punch. Fire Punch will indeed be coming again soon. We just did chapters 9 to 11 roughly about 2 weeks ago, so just before the last Chainsaw Man chapter reaction dropped. That'll be coming back again soon. The reason that it's been about I think it's been like 2.5 weeks or something at this point. The reason it's been that is because roughly around this time of year, I also react to, and this is just on the regular, like mainly I react to a lot of music related stuff over here. And at the end of the year, the Korean music industry, which is generally what I focus on quite a lot, as well as just anime in general, gets quite busy, and yeah, it's like absolutely crazy right now. I'm getting smashed. There's a ton of content that I'm doing and outputting for some other things at the moment as well too, and considering just, you know, the fact that manga is there and it's always going to be there, and I really want to save it for like ultimate premium vibes, yeah, of course, that's why I'm just kind of taking my time with it. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for being so patient. Of course, if you stay subscribed, then I really appreciate that as well too. For those of you guys that do stick around, honestly, I didn't really expect to have too much of an audience with manga, considering the fact that like we post a lot of other stuff as well too. But in the pivot to becoming a channel that offers a lot more variety and just following more of my passions and continuing to just share what I really want to share, I really appreciate those of you guys who stick around regardless of whether every video is to your taste or not. But thank you for that, of course, for those of you guys who are still here. And regarding Chainsaw Man, this is basically just a thought that I've got going through my head at the moment, but I'm kind of thinking I might let chapters stack. Now, I'm thinking it. I'm just thinking it. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. I know there's a lot of people who would say, no, please, like, do weekly chapter releases, and I can understand that. But also at the same time as well, too, I feel like when there's, like, 2-week breaks especially, I feel like that void is quite big for me. Like, I could reread the same chapter, like, 2 or 3 times or something like that, and I still feel like I'm not, you know, comprehending stuff. That's largely, I think, due to the depth of the story itself, and, you know, the fact that sometimes I'm just literally running on fumes in my brain as far as Chainsaw Man is concerned. But I'm thinking about letting chapters stack. I really enjoy Chainsaw Man reactions and being able to, I guess the way I would put it is like, get in my bag. Like, I love being able to have a lot more to be able to like talk about in one video with Chainsaw Man and stuff like that, which is why I really loved catching up. So I'm thinking about it. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say, if I just kind of waited for like 2 or 3 chapters to stack. But yeah, that would just kind of mean that sometimes if there was like a 2-week break, and, you know, let's say we have like back-to-back 2-week breaks, and that's like a month that we're waiting for 2 chapters. So I don't know, there's pros and cons with it, but we're thinking about that. I'll let you guys, of course, know what the go with that is. But until obviously further notice, and probably indefinitely, we're still going to be sticking with weekly Chainsaw Man releases as well too. So hopefully you guys can look forward to that. There's more coming as well too. There's a lot more manga that I want to focus on over here. You know, I've been considering Sousou no Frieren. Been considering Freeran. I've been considering Dandadan. There's a lot of different things that I really want to check out. So I'd love to hear whether or not you guys have any other recommendations that you might really like to check out over here, alongside, of course, Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch when we have the time to get to it. Of course, those are in the works, but let me know. Anyway, I'm here, right? I'm here. Dude, obviously last we saw there's that mass devil outbreak that's going on. Shit's basically hit the fucking fan. Somehow Quan Chi appeared. We're back. Her fit is absolutely freaking amazing, by the way, so I love that. But yeah, man, shit's kind of wild at the moment. There's a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of things that aren't happening at the same time. There's still so many characters that we haven't seen back here yet. I mean, I'm not even going to continue to just list them off because I feel like we do it every week. Go and check the previous ones if you want to know what my copium takes are. But yeah, man, I think that things are getting kind of wild, and I'm looking forward to seeing it pick up a lot more. But yeah, hopefully today's chapter doesn't go in like 20 seconds because it's 21 pages and pain. Anyway, we're here, right? Without any further ado, let's go ahead, let's get straight into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. He's a wannabe Chainsaw Man? Are you sure? Hey, what's going on over there? Fucking NPCs, man. I'm not one of them, man. You don't fool me. You could turn at any moment. I know one when I see one. Sure. Whatever. We are boomers out here, man. You know, like, man's got his tank top on, sweaty as fuck right now, you know, looking kind of like disheveled and dirty. Like, why don't you mind your own fucking business, man? Alright. Room 606 sword is crazy as well too, though, man. We saw that Asa / Yoru literally have their collective right arm chopped off right now, so there's that. And then you know, Yoshida's just fucking doing his thing right now, you know. The disrespectful kids like you all turn into pseudo chainsaw men. I saw it again and again. Okay, so it's kind of like showing that, you know, the delinquents of society, those who are outcasts, those who kind of don't belong anywhere, the misfits are the ones that wound up kind of like joining the church. That's that stereotype, I guess. What the hell? Wait, we're public safety devil hunters. Look, I have proof. Ooh, a card. We saw a public safety agent turn into one of them too. Yo, I'm gonna have to go back for that, eh? I'll have to wait. Am I misremembering, eh? This is the problem, eh? Like, this is the problem I have with 2-week breaks. I misremember shit, but also at the same time, I think like Chainsaw Man is overwhelming in terms of the amount of source material that there is to try and like sift through. Did we see that? Did we see that, or is that? Yeah, that's not popping up in my head immediately, so I'll leave that for the moment. Sorry, kid. Show us your chest for our peace of mind. We don't have time for this. Told you he was suspicious. Relax. Show us your chest. Now. Dude, we're pointing guns and shit? Yeah, relax, man. Jeez. Quan Chi does not look fucking impressed. Run. Oh. Before we get into that. Run. Alright, Quan Chi. Yes, she has ascertained the situation. She has been able to read what's going on here, you know? She's front and center, so of course she will. She just can't be fucked with this as well too, Loki. But indeed, because of the chest, right? Because the pseudo chainsaw men essentially have the same thing. Denji's just about to get labeled, and you know, we just don't want to be stuck up in this. Run. Look at Denji's face, man. He's like, huh? Picks up Nayuta, fucking, yep, yeet, eh? Hey, wait! He actually shoots, bro? Damn, on command. Quan Chi, take it. Oh, W. The W in the word woman stands for Quan Chi, bro. Holy shit, man. She is everywhere. She is everywhere and nowhere all at once. It's insane, actually. Jeez, we panicked, eh? Run. Oh, I like that, eh? That, like, blood splatter. I also kind of like the way that it, like, divides them in the road as well, too. Because, I mean, everything's intentional with the way that this is drawn, you know? So, I really like the way that you've got Denji and Naota on one side, and then you've got public safety on the other. So, you can even see that, like, there is some kind of, like, I mean, I'm not one to, like, say that, you know, this is, like, objective symbolism or something like that. Like, this is exactly how it is. But one way you can read into it is that, like, they're divided in terms of like their goals, I guess you could say. It's one way you can read into it, but even just, I guess, seeing a line like this where there is a division, you can still kind of tell that things aren't necessarily all that clear between public safety and us. We have copium that things are working out in our favor right now, and that they're here to look after us, and that things are all good and things are all G and whatnot, but there's still so many unknowns and so many what ifs that kind of like swirl around at the moment. But yeah, I think you can read into that, I guess. Alright, here is the arm. God damn. My guy looks like he didn't even really consider that as well too. He looks just as shocked as we do, honestly. Holy. Poor Asa, how would you take that, eh? Like your arm just gets fucking sliced off. She doesn't even really look all that bothered, to be honest. Like she is, but her mouth's just kind of like... She's got like a YouTube thumbnail face, just... That's about it. Oh god. Oh yeah, okay, well, other arm now, I guess, eh? Ow! Octopus! Oh, so he's calling it? We're summoning it? Room 606, sword. So he probably knows, eh? Because she has to touch it, right? Whatever she wants to turn into a sword, she has to have some type of like, how could I put it? She has to have some type of like physical interaction with it. And I mean, she's lost her other arm, which is probably why we got rid of it first. Like we're probably literally just trying to remove her ability to resist here, instead of directly kill her, I guess. Because, you know, I mean, I don't understand why he couldn't have just like gone for her jugular or like stabbed her in the heart. Like, why would he go her arm, you know? So he's trying to like wrap her up here with the octopus. But does she get one in? Like, does she need? Does she like? Do we escape that? Like, does she need? You know, is a stub of the arm, is that enough? You know, a feet enough? Surely not. She gotta like touch it with her hands, right? Yeah, dude, he called that shit in. Hey, he radioed in and said, "I need help." Oh. Oh, she did it? She did it? Hold up, I need to look at that. Like, Jesus. Oh, bro, she did it, eh? Because the room's gone. Room has disappeared. Like, we are, you know, done. Okay, well, still, has she been asphyxiated? No. The splurt. Are we going to cut our way out? Oh, bruh. Oh my god, Asa, you look so bad. Bro, Asa and Yoru look so bad, eh? Because we've switched out while we're in there, hey. Yoru literally said, "Aight, switch out with me." Holy fuck. Bro. This Tuckle got absolutely sliced. Like, we about to put him up in a goddamn fish market or some shit. A seafood market, man. Is this the room sword? Holy shit. What do we got? Oh yeah, the plants you can see here. Her fan, like her AC. I can't see in detail what the rest of the shit is. Dude, isn't that like one of the biggest swords that she's been able to manifest so far? We turned it into a weapon without even touching it? Oh, so we didn't even touch it? What? We just called it? Like, we just said, "Hey, room 606 sword." I guess as long as she's got some type of like attachment to it. Or maybe it's for things that she's got attachment to, that she's able to call out like that. Which technically could be everything though, right? Because I mean, the power of her sword depends on the emotion that she's able to imbue in it. Like, the darker, the heavier the emotion, like extreme guilt or something like that, the more power the sword's going to be, right? Yes, incredible. Ah ha 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 ha. Our power is increasing. Yeah, we didn't bank on this. We didn't bank on this, hey. My guy was like, fucking what? God damn, okay. We're kind of going crazy right now. Yoru. Dude, look at how excited she looks, eh? Like, I think the times have been few and far between, but there's I love Yoru's smile, but like we don't see her smile enough, and she's like genuinely excited here. This kind of like that bloodlust type shit. Alright. Missing the arm still, she doesn't give a fuck. She's able to like single-handedly wield this. It's nothing. There you go, you see the insulation on the floor? Yeah, we got cut up. What now? Man's holding his sword with both hands. Like he's locked in. He's defensive as fuck right now. He's not at all confident. Crunch. This might take some adjustment. What the fuck? Bro, what am I looking at here, eh? What am I looking at here? Am I just cooked right now? What is this panel? Oh, it's her upside down. For a second I was like, what the fuck? Am I tripping? Right, so this is her POV. The cowardly octopus already fled. Oh, so we got cut and it left. His contract said, It's similar to, you know, when, yeah, you know when we put Katana Man in Fox's mouth? In Aki's Fox's mouth? And the fox was like, fuck you. You put something truly disgusting in my mouth, god damn it, Aki. And then Fox pieced out. Is that what the octopus did as well too? It was like, I didn't sign up for this shit. I don't want to be sold at your local seafood market tomorrow morning. And we left. It's probably been able to like gauge her power as well too and feel that there's no way that it can win. Oh, that just kind of reminds me of like Himeno. Like, you know, Himeno's ghost versus the snake. Pain. Oh, God, are we jumping out of buildings? Do we have the ability to do that right now? What floor? Dude, 6th floor! We are jumping from the 6th floor! Watch your ankles, ma'am! He. She's like, he. The world remembers me at long last. The world remembers me. In other words, I'm back. I'm back. My power's back. I can feel it surging. Right? Although this technically can open up a lot more though, you know? Because nuclear weapons, certain historical events have been eaten. And so this can open doors in terms of like what this means. The most obvious way I guess you can put it is that right now there is pure fucking chaos. Like complete destruction. I reckon as well too, quite literally actually as well, it's turned into a battlefield though. Currently. I mean, look at this. You've got completely incinerated corpses on the ground. You've got flames, you've got rubble and debris, you've got explosions going off in the background, you've got buildings in flames, windows broken. Everything is in absolute just chaos. It's in tatters right now. Which kind of also makes me wonder as well too whether or not Barem has like kind of gone and set this up for Yoru as well too though. I mean, I'm sure that considering his actions, there's a lot of different ways that you can read it. There's a lot of different variables I think that like kind of come into play as well too in terms of like, how could you put it? Like key objectives and then like secondary objectives. Like very well this could have just been like an effect that like naturally was going to happen because as we've seen, we're obviously much more powerful at the moment. Yoru is inspired. She's overflowing with that like murderous energy, that murderous intent. Obviously, she's been forced to switch out as well too. I don't know. I mean, Asa probably gave it to her anyway because she's the one that knows combat a little bit better. But you know, dude, Yoru is literally able to jump 6 floors with Asa's body, still stay standing in socks. She's in her fucking socks. She's in her fucking socks. Her school uniform still. And it's just, yeah. The world remembers me at long last. Like, this is a scene that she's missed. Ah, I'm back. I mean, on top of that as well, too, considering the factions that are warring right now, I mean, you've got these hundreds of thousands of pseudo chainsaw men all around the earth, which are causing absolute chaos. I guess you could say as well, too, considering they're causing chaos and considering there's a force and there's forces, many forces that are fighting them. Again, this doesn't necessarily have to be like canonically accurate or anything like that. This is just me chatting. Like, I'm just talking, right, off my brain. I know that not everything that I say has to be like canon related. I'm just kind of, you know, it's like DIY Chainsaw Man in my head. It's like if Locke wrote Chainsaw Man. The thing I find really cool is that technically at the moment, in a way, you can kind of consider that it's a world war that's currently going on at the moment. You know, it doesn't, I mean, war technically is just politics by different means, you know. It is just a, how do I explain my IR degree? It's essentially just politics by other means, right? Diplomacy by other means, I guess you can say as well too. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle for politics, rather, right? There's a political agenda, rather there's a social agenda that the Chainsaw Man Church has. There is an agenda that they've got there. There's an agenda that public safety have, and likely everywhere else in the world as well too, which of course we're not really talking about just in general in this manga, but you know, we have referenced before, there's agendas literally everywhere. We've all even got individual agendas, so we're at war with the other constantly, and at the moment we're at war with an enemy that we don't even really kind of know what their strength is, what their strategy is completely, and all of that type of stuff as well too. So we're engaging in combat right now, and that being said, lots of people, I'm sure, have always feared war throughout human history and will continue to regardless, right? But we are literally at ground zero as far as war is concerned in the prevalence of people's minds, because it's currently fucking occurring. So Yoru feeling pretty damn inspired right now. You know, she's like, oh, well, I'm home. So this isn't good. This is not good, but it is good at the same time. You know, we are getting powerful, and I like that, you know. It's just a matter of time, though, because with war comes death. And indeed here, with war comes death, you know? There's, I think, rarely ever wars that are fought where death, casualties, do not reign in some way, shape or form. It's pretty much like the hallmark of war, you know? But especially here, considering the fact that essentially you've got hundreds of thousands of pseudo chainsaw men who are senselessly killing, but who are senselessly being killed themselves as well too. Death is rampant currently. Every day, millions of people die in the world just of natural causes, so death is always there, and the fear of death is always there, but the fear of death is significantly heightened during war. So, interesting to see what the next couple of chapters are going to be like. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to resign to my life of being a manga reader at this point, you know? It's tough out here. It's really tough out here. I find it difficult to keep myself sane and keep myself, like, you know, 100% always on, like, what I want to say. And sometimes, I bet you right now, I'm about to go have a shower after this, right? I bet you I'll be in the shower and I'll be like, fuck, I could have just said that. So please forgive my lack of insight and just general waffling if none of it happens to make sense. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one, as always. I just wanted to say thank you, of course. For those of you guys that might want to watch the reaction to Chainsaw Man Season 1, we have new updated links which are coming over on the Patreon as well too, over there, via our good friends Streamable, who have been taking care of us, so shout out to Streamable. But yeah, man, we have more over there. If anyone wants to watch anime with us, we regularly watch stuff over there. But yeah, more manga coming over here very soon, man. I have a lot I think I need to figure out in terms of like how I want to do and pace certain content. There's a lot that I've been wanting to transition to for a while as far as variety is concerned, but it's not as easy as it sounds, unfortunately. And yeah, it's tough being a one-man show out here sometimes, but we'll continue to try our best. But one thing you can count on is that I'll always be here for Chainsaw Man. So if you enjoyed this one, you want to stick around for more, do feel free to give the video a like and of course subscribe so that you don't miss out on the vibes when they do come through. But until next week, I hope it's next week, please let it be next week. Please let it be next week. How do I check that? Okay, oh, it's next week. Okay, next week, yeah, it'll be, we'll be here again. So anyway, I'll see you guys then. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.